Hello and welcome to the last episode of Charger Chat. Today we have Charger Chat creator and director Alex Halfinger, along with producer and writer Nathan Dionne. They're here to talk about how the show started, where it will go from here, and our Student Emmy honorable mention. As always, it is your host with the mostest, Kiana Quinonez. Let's chat. Today's guests have been running the Communication Club for the past year, along with making shows and writing Charger Chat. Now they're seniors. Alex and Nathan will be sending off Charger Chat since this is their last episode. But first, we have a couple of questions. Thanks for joining me on camera, you two.
Hey.
It's great to have you on this side. So, how do you go about planning Charger Chat every week?
Oh, God. Well, it's definitely a two-person process. So basically, because it's normally a new show, we pick through the Charger Bulletin. We'll highlight stories, highlight quotes, and then Nate puts together like a topic sheet. And then I write like the actual script for the camera the night before. Mm-hmm. And then day of, we just prep the studio, and then we're ready to go.
What was Charger Chat before it was Charger Chat? Like, how did you get this far?
It had quite a few different name changes. I'm not sure what particular names, but
so there wasn't really like a show. We had Late Night Charge, which is what I worked on when I came in, and then we stopped Late Night Charge once I kind of ran the show and got in charge. And I said I wanted to do a show that was really student based and more so like focusing on students who want to be on camera and want to give their opinion. So I kind of came up with this little panel idea.
And how did you start in the Communications Club in the first place?
I was a freshman. I was a communication major when I came in, and I just like jumped right into the club, and I got really involved. Sophomore year, I became vice president, so I just kept going. I was writing for Late Night Charge, and I just worked my way to here.
as for me, I came from a whole different department, but I just preferred the comm department anyways because there was more opportunities to get involved, and coming from music and sound recording, I could definitely use what I had in knowledge to apply here, especially for in the studio and control room. So, and then I got involved with the comm club, and then started as treasurer, and now I'm vice president for this last year.
So when you started in the comm club, did you see yourselves getting this far to writing, producing, directing, being so involved in a show this way?
I think I did. I kind of like
what you wanted.
I think I knew.
Quite the opposite.
Yeah, I
for
was
me.
just like, I really do want to get involved this far because I knew it would kind of have a benefit to me, and there would be some sort of reward at the end. I don't really know about.
I honestly did not anticipate this. I mean, I didn't think I would be able to make and call orders, so that was kind of a surprise to me. But it was welcome because I needed the challenge to grow up, I guess. I don't know. So,
what have been like your favorite moments of creating this show?
Favorite moments. I'm trying to think. There was one time where it was like a kind of an in-between week, I think. So we were really low on crew, and there was maybe 3 or 4 people here from the club, and we just had to like makeshift a show out of it. And we had so much fun. Yeah, it was. We had a lot of fun because it was like everyone was kind of jumping around on equipment, and like I had to run 2 things in there, like directing and TDing. So that was memorable because we had to pull together last minute. But every part of the show is memorable to me, like every episode we've done.
I mean, they've all been pretty memorable because I've put them all together in a way. So I think maybe the one where, I don't know, it's just, they've all been pretty good.
So you've seen the shift of like the studio used to look, as we joked one time, like the set of Friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now we have like a real studio. Did that kind of make the show more real to you?
I don't know. That's a really good question. I really had only envisioned a show in that old studio, and then I saw what this place looked like, and I was like, and the possibilities are endless now. So it definitely helped, I think, seeing the studio and getting an idea. I don't know if you remember the old studio.
I do remember the old studio. I do remember feeling like being on camera and then waiting for a laugh track. So
Yeah, it's pretty cheesy.
I mean, I definitely like the whole desk setup and then all the monitors for all the different setups. So I think this is way better.
So, I mean, you've both invested a lot in creating the show and kind of having a reputation. What do you think the direction of the show is going to be now that you're leaving?
If it continues, maybe it'll be more involved with other students, not just comm students. I'm hoping to kind of expand in that way, but again, we're going to be gone, so it's really whoever runs the show. If it doesn't continue and this is like the last episode, then I can only hope that they create a show similar to this or in the same realm of involving students in some way.
I would say take it wherever they want to. Like, don't let us limit you on what you want to do. So if you want to do a whole nother kind of show, whether it be a whole other topic than just school, then go for it. So,
why do you think a show like this was important, though?
I think because there was just no way of communicating like how students feel about things, because you can pick up a newspaper, read an article about something like parking issues or Kaplan shutting down a building to make another building, and students are not happy about that. So like you'll see they post on social media, they'll post on Twitter, they'll complain on the Facebook pages, and it's like, you really want to get your word out there? We have a studio and we have cameras and you can do that. So I think that it was important to me for people to feel like they can be involved with not just this department, but be involved in getting their opinion out there.
just a unique opportunity to get people's words out there, really. So that's most of it.
So how do you feel now that you've received an honorable mention for the Student Emmy?
So first of all, that was you that received the honorable mention.
Well, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you.
That's true. I was really nervous at first when we submitted because I was like, I don't even know what's going to happen with the Emmys. And then we got honorable mention, which is like basically like there were hundreds of other nominees, but these are like the pretty good ones we're going to mention.
Yeah.
Even though we didn't win, it still meant a lot to me that they noticed us, they watched our submission reel, they recognized our show. And the fact that it hasn't even been a year old yet and it's got this far, that to me is like the most rewarding part.
I just thought it was great. I could help in an effort to get the show out there, even after it's only had like 7 episodes, and it still did really well, especially for Student Emmy. So that was a big plus.
So what's next for you guys? You're seniors off in the real world.
I don't know. I'm into film, and it's, I guess if I somehow get involved in the film field, I'll be happy. I'm not going to say no to TV. I'm experienced in it, but we'll see. I'm graduating. If I move down south somewhere, go where the film market is, that's the plan for me.
I'm going to stay in Connecticut for a while, but probably do as much experience-related activities as possible, like more internships. Hopefully one of them will eventually be paid.
Yeah.
Or just go right for the paid work. So I'll be here for a while.
On our next episode of Charger Chat, paid internships.
Yeah. God.
All right, well, thank you both so much for joining me
Kiana.
today. You will be missed. And thanks so much for giving me and everybody else in the Comm Club such a great opportunity to be a part of something so awesome. That's all for Charger Chat. Thank you to everyone who has watched the show and helped make it possible. Without you guys, none of this would have happened. As always, it is your hostess with the mostest, Kiana Quinonez. Stay chatty, Chargers.
Yay.
We did it!